Alright, so we're back on the Volkswagen Jetta. Last week we did the door locks and whatnot. This time what I'm doing is I've got a problem with the battery. It keeps going dead. So what I'm going to do is I've got to do a parasitic draw test. I think I know what it is, but I'm going to let you follow along and we'll diagnose it together. So instead of using the test light, I've got this little rigged up light right here. Now you want to always watch that to see what it is you're doing during testing so you don't get something off. So we open the door, unlock it. I want to make sure that that light doesn't get really bright. So we're going to stick this down in here. I get a little knee pad. And let's see if we can find the fuse box here. Now, what you can do, a lot of times it's simple. On the door, we don't know if the door's having an effect, so we want to make sure that we turn that off. Make sure that that doesn't interfere with that. But what we can do is go in here and we can start with our big fuses. And let's pull each one of them out. See if we can actually ascertain which one of these circuits in here is causing that type of a parasitic drain. We got some clear in the corner. I think those might be spares. Yeah, those are spares right here. So the top row, let's see here. What? Well, doesn't look like any of those. Well, I suspect something though. I'm gonna try it before I go digging into it just to see. I suspect that stereo might be the problem. Just for grins, well, stereo didn't fix it. Show that antenna, whatever that is. Well, that's not it either. Alright. We're just making sure everything's turned off, and I think we're good. I think it might be the alarm system. Let me have another look in the book. Alright, so what I found is this is one of the main ones going into the dash. So I think that's the one that I'm looking to chase right there. So let's go back over here. Alright, so basically what that is, it's this one right here. It's fuse 176. That's at the fuse bracket at the battery. So it comes in here to the 13-fold auxiliary relay panel, which is, if you can see it, well, that's it. I'm kind of upside down, but it looks the same. And then there's a circuit breaker right there, so keep that in mind. Alright, now it comes in and then it splits off to ignition switch diagram and this fuse panel diagram, and then it also comes out to the next page, which is right there. So central locking system, basically almost everything there that you can see that this pin goes to, every one of these dots right here is a potential. That's all these fuses and all this. And then look at this. Okay, so E is the next page over. Now, apologize for these didn't print color. Okay. Let's try the next page. Here we go. 13-fold auxiliary relay panel. Here we are. Alright, so this is the fuse panel behind the left-hand side of the dash. And so now you can see all the rest of the fuses that same wire feeds to. So basically it's the whole complete inside. Well, you saw me pull the fuses out and that didn't turn off the light. So we've got to decide whether or not there's something else here that we can take loose. So what I was looking at is there's also right here but that didn't help, did it? I think that's the one right there that comes in. As you can see, it comes in from the main harness right there. I think that's it. Let me double check these fuses a second, but I gotta set you down. Alright, so one thing too is, if I go up here and I hit the flash to pass, you can see that's a full 12 volt. That's a hard short. This is a small short, or this is a small parasitic drain. So, it takes about 3 or 4 days to go dead, but it goes dead. If you don't drive it every single day, it goes dead. So now what I'm looking for here is a couple of process of elimination. So I've got 2 fuses here: alarm system anti-theft and central locking anti-theft. So one of these 2 fuses here, they're not showing. There they are right there. Circuit breakers, there's no power seat in the power window circuit. I've already eliminated that. So the alarm system anti-theft and the central locking, let me see if I can't look those up. Alright, so what I've found is I've got these 2 wires, this one here and this one here. Now that one has a little, sounds like a little clicking relay or something. And then this one, if I put that on and I flip the bright lights right here, then but if I change that around to this one, headlights, nothing there. Do the bright lights again, nothing there. See, now I think that is these two wires here. They look like they're circuit number 30. Yeah. Volkswagen's hard to read. Could be pin 30. One goes to E, which I showed you had another. Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, see, this is E right here. So it comes in right here, and then it feeds all these fuses. And this one has a headlight dimmer, so it feeds all of these. That one feeds this, and D and H don't qualify because D and H are ignition switch activated, but E is not. E goes right to the fuse box. So that means half those fuses go through one of those wires here, and the other, or here, and the other goes to the other one. So I'm going to try one of these at a time to see if I can isolate which component down here which component goes for each wire. Let me try that and see what happens. Alright, well, sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. I pulled all the fuses. And I pulled that circuit breaker right there. Alright, so you've got two circuits here. And that one's going. That's probably the main one, I think. What that is, look over here. Got the two circuit breakers, power window circuit breaker, and then the other's the power memory seat. One of them goes down to passenger side door control, driver's door, right rear door. So we've eliminated a lot of this back to the power window circuit. But I don't really like having power at that with the key in the off position. Why can't we just wire that with the key in the on position through a relay? To me, that would make more sense. To put some sort of a relay or something that turns that circuit breaker on right there, which you probably can't even see because it's so blurry. I'd have to take every door panel off, pull every module separately, or I can just figure out a way to wire that circuit breaker in with the relay. I'm going to give that some thought and see if I can see what I can do. Alright, so what I've got going on is I've pulled out the number 38 fuse, and then that circuit breaker right here that runs the power windows. This is the power door lock circuit right in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the battery back with that little, I think that'll stop once I hook the battery back up. It'll go ahead and time out the relay. I can hear it in there clicking. I think once I do that, it should be good to go. And then I'm going to put a relay on this circuit breaker up inside here. I'm going to put a relay on that and actually turn that off with the key. And I think that'll probably save that, because it could be any one of these doors, or it could be any one of the modules. And in lieu of going through, digging through all those, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. So I think what we'll do is go in there with like a regular Bosch relay, and the two pins coming out of the circuit breaker, I think I can actually go in there and put relay in line with that to turn that breaker back on, but with the key on. So I think that's going to be the best thing to do. So anyway, I think I'm just going to go ahead and try and do that rather than take all these doors apart and try to figure out which module is bad. And I also went to looking through there. Volkswagen doesn't service that module any longer, so it's going to be a junkyard deal. That's 20 years in this car. This coming year, this is a 2002. So anyway, that's where I'm going to be with this. I'm going to give you a thumbs up for now. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you like, and we'll see you on the next one.